On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences, an expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Rear.
At, toward, or near the back part of something. Verb, to look after a child until it is an adult.
Examples:
The rear gate. Rear children. The player quickly went to the rear side of the defender.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Fury.
Intense and often violent anger.
Examples:
Market fury. Fury of the storm. The crowd's fury was palpable as they shouted and protested against the government's decision.
Ballistic.
Relating to or resembling the motion or behavior of a projectile in flight, intensely angry or out of control.
Examples:
Ballistic missile. Ballistic vest. The boss went ballistic when he found out we missed the deadline.
Missile.
A weapon, such as a rocket or guided projectile, that is self-propelled and directed by remote control or by an internal guidance mechanism.
Examples:
Missile defense. Cruise missile attack. The military launched a ballistic missile at the enemy's stronghold.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Mere.
Used to emphasize how insignificant or minor someone or something is.
Examples:
Mere acquaintance. Mere incident. He lost the election by mere votes.
Brandish.
To wave or display something, typically a weapon, in a threatening or aggressive manner, to exhibit something with pride or enthusiasm.
Examples:
Brandish a wand. Brandish a gun. The robber brandished a knife and demanded money from the store clerk.
Joust.
A medieval sport in which two knights on horseback charge at each other with lances, trying to knock each other off their horses. A heated competition or argument.
Examples:
Joust tournament. Saber joust. The medieval joust was a popular form of entertainment and spectacle during the Middle Ages.
Verbal.
Expressed in spoken rather than written words.
Examples:
Verbal communication. Verbal abuse. The candidate must have excellent verbal skills.
Trump.
A playing card with a picture of a trumpeter on it, used in certain card games.
Examples:
Trump card. Choose trump. The trump suit in the game of bridge is determined at the beginning of each hand.
Blackmail.
The act of demanding money or something else in return for not revealing embarrassing or damaging information.
Examples:
Blackmail extortion. Blackmail scheme. He threatened to reveal the secret, using it as blackmail.
Embolden.
To give courage or confidence to someone, to make someone feel brave or empowered, to strengthen or reinforce a position or belief.
Examples:
Embolden the opposition. Embolden a country's leadership. She was emboldened by her success and decided to take on a more significant challenge.
Aggression.
The act of attacking or assaulting, hostile or violent behavior.
Examples:
Aggression by a hostile country. Naked aggression. The dog's aggression made it difficult for its owners to take it for a walk.
Brash.
Self-assertive in a rude, noisy, or overbearing way, impetuous, lacking in consideration for consequences or the opinions or feelings of others.
Examples:
Brash behavior. Brash confidence. The brash young CEO made a lot of enemies with his bold decisions.
Reluctant.
Unwilling or hesitant to do something because of doubts or fears.
Examples:
Slowly becoming more reluctant. Reluctant readers. He was reluctant to share his thoughts on the matter.
Awaken.
To stop sleeping or to cause someone to stop sleeping.
Examples:
Awaken at daybreak. Awaken a child. The friend's death awakens them.
Uncertain.
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples:
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Spark.
To start something or make it grow, especially suddenly, to emit a tiny piece of fire or electricity.
Examples:
Spark his interest. Spark a chain reaction. The bankruptcy of the giant conglomerate sparked turmoil in the stock market.
Renew.
To begin or resume something again after an interruption.
Examples:
Renew a contract. Renew its corporate image. I have to renew my passport by the middle of September.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples:
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
An abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Poll.
An inquiry into public opinion conducted by interviewing a random sample of people, the process of voting at an election.
Examples:
A pre-election poll. Public opinion polls. Several polls show a decline in the president's approval rating.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Association.
A people or groups of people who have joined in a single organization together for a particular purpose, a social or business connection or relationship.
Examples:
Word associations. A scholarship association. His membership in the association provided him with numerous benefits.
Invasion.
Armies act of forcibly entering another country or territory to take control of it.
Examples:
The Turkish invasion. Home invasion. An invasion would most probably result in a political catastrophe.
Lull.
A period of calm or quiet, a temporary cessation of activity, noise, or music, a soothing sound or movement that induces sleep or relaxation.
Examples:
Lull in the battle. The lull before the storm. The waves crashing against the shore had a soothing lull on the listeners.
Complacency.
A feeling of self-satisfaction or contentment, often resulting in a lack of motivation to improve or address problems.
Examples:
Dangerous complacency. Avoid complacency. The team's complacency led to their defeat, as they didn't put in the effort needed to win the game.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Acute.
Extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Acute pain. Acute triangle. The patient died from acute alcohol intoxication.
Haunt.
To frequent or visit repeatedly, often in a way that is disturbing or unsettling. To occupy or fill the mind, often in a way that is unpleasant or persistent.
Examples:
Haunt memories. Haunt my conscience. The crowd's boos and jeers continued to haunt the performer long after the show ended.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis, crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock, shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Scared.
Afraid or frightened.
Examples:
Scared all the time. Scared dog. I'm scared of insects.
Veil.
A piece of fine cloth worn by women to cover or conceal the face. Verb, to cover, conceal, or obscure.
Examples:
Veil of mystery. Veil her face. He lifted her veil with both hands.
Arsenal.
A collection of weapons or military equipment stored in preparation for war or conflict. A collection of resources or tools available for use in a particular field or endeavor.
Examples:
Arsenal of knowledge. Political arsenal. The police found a hidden arsenal of weapons in the suspect's house.
Spokesperson.
A person who represents or speaks on behalf of an organization, group, or individual to the media or the public.
Examples:
Company spokesperson. Official spokesperson. The celebrity spokesperson made an appearance at the product launch event.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Harsh.
Severe and unkind, extremely tough and unpleasant to inhabit.
Examples:
Harsh climate. Use of harsh chemicals. The Prime Minister faced harsh criticism.
Sanction.
Official permission or approval for an action, especially an economic or political action by a government or international organization.
Examples:
Imperial sanction. Popular sanction. The government imposed economic sanctions on the country.
Impose.
To officially force a new law, tax, duty, etc., to be obeyed or received.
Examples.
Impose harsher sanctions. Impose tariffs. The problem with achievement tests is the narrowness they impose on students.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples.
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Declaration.
A formal or explicit statement or announcement.
Examples.
Declaration of Independence. Unilateral declaration. The President made the declaration of war.
Shiver.
To shake or quiver with cold, fear, or excitement, to tremble or vibrate rapidly.
Examples.
Shiver with delight. Shiver in fear. I shiver in the cold winter air as I wait for the train.
Spine.
The series of bones running down the center of the back that protect the spinal cord and support the body, the backbone or vertebral column.
Examples.
The spine of a book. A cervical spine injury. She has a minor curved spine due to desk work for many years.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples.
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Punishment.
A penalty or consequence inflicted for wrongdoing or offense, a means of enforcing discipline or preventing further wrongdoing.
Examples.
Punishment for a crime. Humiliating punishment. The judge gave severe punishment to the criminal who committed the heinous crime.
Beg.
To ask for something urgently or earnestly, to appeal to someone to do something.
Examples.
Beg the question. Beg for help. She begged her parents to let her go to the concert.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples.
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions. an emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Reckless.
Marked by a lack of care about danger and the likely results of your actions.
Examples:
reckless driving. In a reckless manner. Reckless youth makes rueful age.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
the gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Mortify.
To cause extreme embarrassment, shame, or humiliation, to subdue or discipline one's bodily passions or desires.
Examples:
mortify his ego. Mortify the body. My parents used to mortify me by telling embarrassing stories about me in front of my friends.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Destructive.
Causing or able to cause tremendous and irreparable damage.
Examples:
lead to destructive behavior. A habit destructive to health. It was the most destructive storm in decades.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Macabre.
Gruesome, grisly, relating to death.
Examples:
macabre tales of war. Macabre art. The macabre scene in the horror movie gave her nightmares for weeks.
Logic.
A way of thinking or reasoning conducted or evaluated by strict validity principles, the study of correct reasoning or good arguments.
Examples:
an indisputable logic. A demonstration in logic. There's no logic in his description.
Mutual.
Common to or shared by two or more parties.
Examples:
share of a mutual fund. Mutual efforts. They cooperated for their mutual benefit.
Assured.
Confident and sure, having no doubts or worries.
Examples:
assured confidence. An assured position. She was assured of a bright future after graduation.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Purport:
To claim or suggest that something is true or has a particular character or quality. Noun, the intended meaning of a communication.
Examples:
Purport to answer the question. The main purport of his speech. The document purports to have been signed by the president, but the signature is a forgery.
Mass:
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Deter:
To discourage or prevent someone from doing something.
Examples:
Deter aggression. Deter crime. The high fence was meant to deter intruders from entering the property.
Twist:
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Discredit:
To harm the reputation or credibility of someone or something. To make something appear untrue or unreliable.
Examples:
Discredit a theory. Discredit a witness. The company's unethical practices have discredited its brand image in the eyes of consumers.
Puzzling:
Confusing or difficult to understand, mysterious.
Examples:
Puzzling behavior. Puzzling questions. The detective found the clues puzzling and couldn't solve the case immediately.
Troop:
A group of soldiers, especially a large one, a group of people, animals, or things considered as a unit.
Examples:
The members of a military troop. A troop of deer. The troop of soldiers marched through the city in a parade.
Enforce:
To make sure that people obey a particular law, rule, or situation.
Examples:
Enforce the law. Enforce a contract. Governments make rules, and police enforce them.
No-fly:
A situation in which planes are not allowed to take off or land at a particular airport or in particular airspace. A list of individuals who are prohibited from flying due to security concerns.
Examples:
No-fly area. No-fly list. The airport implemented a no-fly zone during the presidential visit.
Zone:
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Confrontation.
The act of facing or dealing with something directly and openly, a direct and often hostile encounter or disagreement.
Examples:
Confrontation at the national level. Confrontation with others. The confrontation between the two leaders was broadcast live on television.
Engagement.
A mutual promise to marry someone, an agreement to do something, especially at a particular time.
Examples:
A prior engagement. Break off an engagement. They selected a gorgeous diamond engagement ring.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Escalate.
To increase in intensity, size, or severity, to make something greater, worse, or more serious.
Examples:
Escalate into a major international incident. To escalate. The situation quickly escalated and turned violent.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Recipe.
A set of instructions for preparing a dish, including the ingredients and the method of cooking.
Examples:
Recipe book. Recipe collection. The recipe for the cake is passed down from generation to generation in her family.
Egregious.
Outstandingly bad or shocking, conspicuously or outrageously bad or reprehensible.
Examples:
Egregious claim. An egregious error. It was an egregious mistake and caused significant harm to the company's reputation.
Annihilate.
To destroy completely, to cause something to cease to exist.
Examples:
Annihilate the enemy. Annihilate all doubts. The virus had the potential to annihilate entire populations if left unchecked.
Indiscriminately.
Done without any distinction or selection, randomly or without careful consideration.
Examples:
Act indiscriminately. Lay off employees indiscriminately. The soldiers fired their weapons indiscriminately during the battle.
Symptom:
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Outdated.
No longer useful or valid because of being old-fashioned.
Examples:
Become outdated. Outdated technology. We replaced outdated equipment to improve factory productivity.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Guarantee.
To promise something will happen formally, especially that certain conditions about a product, service, or transaction would be met.
Examples:
Guarantee a high quality. Guarantee women equality. We cannot guarantee enough raw material sources.
Decipher.
To read or understand something that is written in code or in a difficult or obscure way.
Examples:
Decipher code. Decipher message. He spent hours trying to decipher the ancient text.
Opponent.
A person against whom you are playing or fighting in a game, competition, debate, etc.
Examples:
Computer opponent. Death penalty opponent. He was attempting to confuse his opponent.
Certainty.
The state of being certain.
Examples:
Scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Unchecked.
Not restrained or controlled, not examined or scrutinized, allowed to proceed without restraint or interference.
Examples:
Unchecked ambition. Unchecked growth. The unchecked spread of the virus led to a nationwide outbreak.
Peril.
Serious and great danger or risk.
Examples:
The peril of the sea. Environmental peril. Due to hunger, the lives of the refugees were in peril.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
Take immediate effect. The immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Indicator.
Something that shows or points out what a situation is like or how a situation is changing.
Examples:
Indicator lamp. Performance indicators. Several IT millionaires have shown that the level of education is a relatively poor indicator of whether a business can be successfully run.
Satisfy.
To make somebody pleased by giving them what they want or need.
Examples:
Satisfy a desire. Satisfy a user's needs. Did this response satisfy your request?
Quo.
The existing state or condition of something, especially in relation to a particular situation or issue.
Examples:
Status quo politician. Quo warranto. The company has been successful in maintaining the status quo.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Dynamics.
The branch of mechanics that deals with the motion of bodies under the action of forces, including the particular case in which a body remains at rest, forces that produce or stimulate movement, growth, or change.
Examples:
Dynamics of group. Dynamics of economy. The relationship dynamics between the two countries were complex and constantly changing.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Discourse.
Any form of communication in speech or writing.
Examples:
Hold discourse with him. A discourse about art. Sweet discourse makes short days and nights.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
Policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Relegate.
To assign or dismiss to a lower or less important status or place, to demote.
Examples:
Relegate a matter to another authority. Relegate task. The underperforming team was relegated to a lower division.
Deem.
To consider or decide something in a particular way.
Examples:
Deem socially responsible. Deem wrong or inappropriate. Regarding earthquakes, some commercial buildings were deemed unsafe.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Stake.
A share or financial investment in something such as a business, a wooden or metal post set up to mark something.
Examples:
Execution by burning at a stake. By the company's stake. The stake of the company is too high nowadays.
Ripple.
A small wave on the surface of a liquid, typically caused by an object falling into it or a slight wind.
Examples:
A ripple of laughter. Ripple in the water. Many businesses felt the ripple effect of the economy's decline.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Humanitarian.
Something relating to the promotion of human welfare, or someone who works to promote human welfare.
Examples:
Humanitarian crisis. A truly humanitarian act. The organization is dedicated to providing humanitarian aid to disaster-stricken areas worldwide.
Refugee.
A displaced person who has crossed national borders and who cannot or is unwilling to return home due to political, religious, or economic reasons or because of a war.
Examples:
Global refugee crisis. The refugee camp. The community warmly welcomed the refugees.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
Famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Holistic.
Relating to or dealing with the whole of something rather than just its parts.
Examples:
Holistic education. Develop a holistic vision. The holistic approach to healthcare considers the person's physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
Systemic.
Affecting or related to the whole of something, especially the human body or a society.
Examples:
The systemic arteries. Systemic reforms of the organization. This vaccine causes mild systemic side effects.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Harness.
To control and exploit the power of something, especially natural resources that produce energy. Noun, a set of narrow pieces of leather and metal that are used to control or hold in place a person, animal, or object.
Examples:
Harness a horse to a carriage. Put a harness on my pet. People have been exploring ways to harness natural forces and resources since ancient times.
Brainpower.
Intellectual or cognitive ability, mental capacity or intelligence.
Examples:
Improve brain power. Maximize brain power. To succeed in the field of science, you need to have some serious brain power and dedication.
Know-how.
Practical knowledge, skills, or experience in a particular field or area, often acquired through personal experience or training.
Examples:
Know-how transfer. Share know-how. Her culinary know-how helped her create an impressive menu for the party.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using and punishments if these are broken, a region of activity, knowledge, or influence.
Examples:
Break discipline. Rigid discipline. He quickly learned the military discipline.
Economics.
The branch of social science that deals with the production, consumption, and transfer of goods and services.
Examples:
Welfare economics. Economics professor. His class will cover an introduction to agricultural economics.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Involvement.
The fact or condition of taking part in something, or the degree to which someone takes part in something.
Examples:
Political involvement. Involvement in criminal activity. The involvement of the local government in the project has been critical to its success.
Educated.
Having received a high standard of education.
Examples:
Educated adult. Educated speech. Excellent speech is a characteristic of an educated man.
Endless.
Having no end or conclusion, infinitely very large in size or amount.
Examples:
Endless possibilities. Endless hours. He looked out the window at the endless stream of people.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Weigh.
To have a particular weight, to carefully evaluate things before making a conclusion.
Examples:
Weigh heavily on stock prices. Weigh a cargo. The baby weighs 1 pound 3 ounces.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone, the quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples:
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Thwart.
To prevent something from happening or succeeding.
Examples:
Thwart enemy plans. Thwart attempts. He thwarted the thief's attempt to steal the painting.
Ingenuity.
The quality of inventing things or solving problems in clever new ways.
Examples:
The infinite ingenuity of man. Abound in ingenuity. Creativity and ingenuity are often brought about by extreme concentration.
Devastating.
Causing a great deal of destruction or damage.
Examples:
Have devastating effects. Treat this devastating disease. This typhoon was the most devastating in years.